What's up guys, Infernape here, and welcome back to my daily series where I upload my top 10 favourite Pokemon of each type without doing duplicates. Today we're going to be talking about the final starter type, that being the Grass type. Grass type is definitely my least favourite type out of the starter types, but it is still a really good type. There has been some really good Pokemon from the Grass type, and it was definitely difficult making a top 10 about it, but here we are. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, what some of your favourite Grass type Pokemon, and even if it's suggestions for the future, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. So without further ado, let's get into the video. At number 10, we have Shifttree. Now, I can't lie to you guys, Shifttree is mainly here to fill the blank in my 10th spot, because I couldn't find any other Grass-type Pokemon that were better than Shifttree. But, doesn't mean that Shifttree is a bad Pokemon. I've just never used it before. The first time I ever saw a Shifttree was actually in the Pokemon and Diamond Pearl anime, where this professional ping-pong player actually was playing, well, professional ping-pong. And his partner of choice was a Shifttree. And he literally owned everyone. And I thought that was quite cool as a kid. And I thought that Pokemon that he used was quite, well, scary. So, I just thought it was a kind of cool looking. Like, I have been meaning to try to use one before. I just never got to it mainly because there really is no point of having a Grass type on your team in a Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Like, you can perfectly run a decent team without having a Grass type Pokemon. But I don't know, maybe I'll give it a try one day. But still, Shifttree is a really cool Pokemon. At number 9, we have Breloom. Now, I have used Breloom before, but it, I believe, only happened once in a playthrough of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But it was pretty sick, I can't lie. I don't remember much about using my Breloom in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but I do remember that I did enjoy using it. Like, the battles it participated in, it did really well. I do quite like its design. I don't really like its voice in the anime. It just sounds very, well, unwell. Like, its voice sounded a lot better in, like, Generation 3 and 4. But nowadays it just sounds, well, not cool. Plus, I'm not the biggest fan of the fact that now in Generation 6 it had stretchy arms, when in Generation 3 and 4 it didn't really have stretchy arms, it just got in close to its opponent and then just did a little jab. But Breloom's still a pretty sick Pokemon. At number 8, we have Exeggutor. Now, I can't lie, Exeggutor probably would not have been on this list if it wasn't from my experience from Pokemon Yellow. In Pokemon Yellow, getting a Psychic type is a must, because Psychic types are by far the strongest types in the whole game. And not including Mewtwo, the strongest Psychic type Pokemon is Alakazam. But I couldn't get an Alakazam because I didn't have anyone else who could trade with me, and I didn't have a spare DS at the time that could help me download it. So I had to do the next best thing. That being using an Exeggutor. And Exeggutor actually did really well in all the playthroughs I put him in. Literally, I don't ever play a playthrough of Pokemon Yellow without running Exeggutor. Because Exeggutor is a very powerful Pokemon in Generation 1, and definitely should be used more. It is very strong. At number 7, we have TapuBulu. TapuBulu is probably my second favourite of the land spirits foursome. Like, it is definitely really good looking. I really like its design, and it looks like it could easily take out a lot of Pokemon without even breaking a sweat. And those are the sort of Pokemon that I really look out for. I've used TapuBulu a few times in the battle tree, and it wrecked the shit out of loads of people. I used it mainly because it's probably the second strongest Tapu in the game, maybe? Could be the second strongest, I don't know. But it is definitely one of the most powerful Pokemon I've ever seen in my life. I definitely think that TapuBulu is kind of underrated. In fact, I think all of the Tapus are a little underrated, if I'm being honest. I definitely really like TapuBulu. At number 6, we have Leafeon, my second favourite evolution. What's number 1? You'll have to wait. Leafeon is so cool. I loved using it in the playthroughs that I put him in. I don't remember using him in too many playthroughs. I remember I put him in one in Pokemon Platinum, I think. And I also used Leafeon in Pokemon Sun, Moon, or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But I did really enjoy using it. It learns so many good moves. Like, literally, all you need to do is stick on Sword Stance and then hit with Leaf Blade, and it's more than likely to take out the opponent. I loved using Leafeon in the playthroughs that I've used him in, and I definitely feel like it'll always be one of my favourite Grass-type Pokemon. At number 5, we have Laurentis. I used Laurentis in my very first playthrough in Pokemon Sun, and I loved using it. It was so badass. I love Laurentis' design. Like, as soon as I saw it in the Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer, I knew that it was definitely going to be one of the Pokemon that I put on my team, because it looks so amazing. I'm still confused to this day why it's not part Bug type. It learns loads of Bug type moves, it looks like a Bug type, it's based off a bug, but it's not a Bug type. What the hell, Game Freak? But still, Laurentis is by far one of the best Grass type Pokemon I've ever seen in my life. It is so powerful, it learns great moves, and it's definitely one of the best Pokemon to use when you're playing through Sun and Moon. At number 4, we have Sceptile. Now, I know that True Green 7 and MNJTV are going to be super pissed that I put Sceptile this low, or any other Sceptile fans. But let's be honest, the chances of either True Green 7 or MNJTV watching this is slim to none. So, I can tell you what I like. I used Sceptile once in a playthrough of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I only use Sceptile more when I'm playing Pokemon Emerald, and even then it's not exactly the strongest Pokemon in the world. But I do really love its design. Plus, I also love Ash's Sceptile in the anime. Trico was just cool and cute at the same time, and it also was pretty badass. Grovyle, definitely the next stage up of badassness, and definitely very strong. But Sceptile, the definition of badass. I could not get enough of watching Ash's Sceptile in the anime. Plus, I was also very stoked that Sceptile was the only Pokemon to defeat Tobias' Darkrai. I bet that was a very proud moment to Sceptile fans everywhere. At number 3, we have Roserade. I love using Roserade. I use it in quite a lot of playthroughs in Gen 4, as well as Sword and Shield. It comes in handy in both of those games. It is by far one of the strongest Grass types I've ever seen in my life. I really like Roserade's design. I love how badass it usually is in the anime, because every time it's used in the anime, it's always usually badass. Like, it's just the epitome of badass, and also a really beautiful Pokemon at the same time. Plus, I also really love how many different types of moves it can learn in the games. I especially like running a Roserade with Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, as well as maybe Shadow Ball. I can't decide on a fourth move, mainly because I use it as filler, but I still love using Roserade. I will happily use a Roserade in any game that I can. At number 2, we have Torterra. I love Torterra. It was the very first starter that I ever picked in Diamond and Pearl. I do prefer Infernape, as some of you may already know, but I still really love Torterra. The main reason I chose Turtwig was because of Paul's Torterra. I thought that Paul's Torterra was probably one of the strongest Pokemon ever, since it could usually beat the crap out of Ash. So I thought, why not give it a go? So I chose Turtwig and played with it through Torterra, and definitely one of the strongest Pokemon, but it's actually the weakest starter to pick in a playthrough of Gen 4. But still, I love Torterra. Its design is amazing, Paul's Torterra is just badass, but we don't talk about Ash's Torterra. Because when it evolved into Torterra, it didn't win any Pokemon battles at all. So we don't talk about Ash's Torterra. Let's talk about Ash's Turtwig instead. And finally, my favourite Grass-type Pokemon of all time is Venusaur. I adore this Pokemon. And I don't care if you guys call me a Gen 1er, but I don't care. Literally, Venusaur is by far one of the best Grass-type Pokemon ever, and to me, it is the best Grass-type Pokemon ever. I will admit, I prefer Charizard over Venusaur. But whenever I play a game of Fire Red and Leaf Green, I always pick Venusaur. Because Venusaur is by far the best starter to pick in those games. Plus, it is so badass. I loved Bulbasaur as a kid. I thought it was just so cute. So I would just want to hug it. Like, out of all of the base form starters, Kanto is actually one where I like all three base form starters. I also really love how good it is in all of the games that it's available in. It learns all sorts of different types of moves, and I also love its Mega Evolution. It's by far one of the best Mega Evolutions I've seen. Not a fan of its Gigantamax form though, I can't lie. But I still really love Venusaur. By far, one of the greatest Grass-type Pokemon of all time. And I highly doubt anything could surpass Venusaur's coolness. Because I will always love Venusaur. And there it guys, hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. If you have any favourite Grass-type Pokemon that are some of my favourites, what are some of your favourite Grass-type Pokemon that didn't make it into the list? And even if video suggestions for the future, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. As I always say, this is a daily thing, so there will be another top 10 type video tomorrow, and that will be my top 10 favourite Ice-type Pokemon. So be sure to stay in tune if Ice-types is one of your favourites, and let me know in the comments if you can actually predict what my favourite Ice-type Pokemon is. Did you enjoy the video as much as I did making it? If you did, be sure to give it a massive thumbs up, comment down below, share this video with a friend, and if you're new, subscribe to my channel. It's been Inferno today. Okay, that's all from me, so until the next time, this is Infernape, signing off. Bye!